Luke Tanaka with head volleyball coach Julie Hall. And Coach, week started off with a decisive sweep of North Park. With such a big tournament coming up over the weekend that we'll talk about later, how key is it to stay focused on a CCW opponent when you've dominated North Park in the past?
Well, Augustana allowed us to stay focused because them taking us in five, we knew that we had to turn around and get refocused with the conference. That's our most important. And North Park has greatly improved. The coach there is doing an amazing job. So, yeah, we had to come in and make certain that we took care of business.
Then we mentioned the big tournament, 2-2 overall in the tournament. Maybe could have been 3-1, but what's your overall thoughts on the tournament?
I mean, I really thought we could get at least one upset this weekend because we have the talent to be able to do that kind of thing, and they came through with hope for sure. But coming back again against Heidelberg and dropping that when we had it in hand, it was a disappointing end to the weekend for us.
On day one, 1-1, started with a win over Ohio Wesleyan, where you hit 274, and it was a 5-set win, 15-13 in the fifth. But what was the key to hitting so efficiently?
I think we have great hitters in the front row, and our serve receive was doing a nice job in that match. So if we can get a pass up, Hannah Davis coming in, she's been huge, and she's proved that she needs to be on the court, and we've got to find a spot for her to be out there instead of just coming off the bench and taking people's places. So her coming in as a starting position helped tremendously, and it just affords us another weapon.
After a loss to another undefeated #1 team in Calvin, you ended up taking out a top 5 team in Hope and really dominated that fourth set against Hope. So what was the key?
The key was hope. I think they got a little upset and a little rattled by us in the third game, and they just made a ton of mistakes, like missing serves underneath the net, and I mean it was just not characteristic of them, and we just took advantage of it. We didn't let up that match. So I was really proud of our kids to hang tough and be able to do it. Nice win in 4.
Tough loss to Heidelberg up in the fifth set. Of course, you'd like to finish that one out, but is that the kind of result that going forward motivates a team to really push through the end of the season positively?
I mean, we were up 9-4 on the switch, and you don't lose when you're up 9-4 in the fifth game. So, and I told the kids that if you have something to put in the locker room, it should just be 9-4 for the rest of the season and be able to finish a match and close the door. And we've played so many 5-game matches this year and have had the opportunity and been on the positive end a lot, but we've dropped the last couple, and we've got to make certain that doesn't continue to happen.
Another CCW matchup coming up against North Central on Wednesday. You'll get them at home. What's the key against the Cardinals?
Again, I think it's more our side, and we have to make certain that we take care of the ball. We get sloppy sometimes and undisciplined, and that can happen against any team, especially North Central. They'll come in with a couple of guns, and certainly they're looking to have an upset with us, and they've done it in the past, and we've got to make sure that we get refocused once again in the conference.
Final tournament of the year up at Whitewater, just a one-day tournament for you. What will you be looking for in your team in this last tournament of the year?
It's 2 huge regional matches, Oshkosh and Stevens Point, and it's going to be another really, really tough test for our kids and a rough day going back-to-back again. It's like how they schedule us, but it's an important one, and we have to see where we're going to be as far as the region goes, and it's a big one for us to have another opportunity to get into the NCAA tournament along with the conference.
Blue Jays at home on Wednesday facing North Central. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Luke.